What is up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to another episode of About Even. First and foremost, congratulations to the New South Wales Blues on another series victory. We have castrated those Queensland fucks, and it's all panic stations north of the border. We do this thanks to Neds, whom we love dearly. Shout out to Neds. Follow along all our profiles on the Neds app. Get into the About Even chat group, share some bets, have a little bit of fun, all responsibly, of course. How are we?
I'm good. Fun
Everyone
night
good?
last night.
Fun night. Great night last night. I'm feeling fresh.
It's oysters, dude. They
It's
do
the
it
oysters,
to you.
yeah.
That's all you need, mate. You just have a few oysters and you bounce back. Obviously, after one of the great wins of all time.
Great shucking from you last night, by the way. So you
I
shucked
mean,
your
it had
ass
to
off.
keep up. You know, four oysters for every try that New South Wales scored.
Oh.
Like, fucking hell.
Well, we had like 600-700 oysters didn't we, in the end, between us all.
So many oysters, dude.
How about Rue being like, I think it'll be tight.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it'll be tight, mate. Will it, Rue?
Oh, yeah,
Righto,
mate.
mate.
What a fucking idiot.
Righto, Rue.
How you feeling down there, Randy? You a bit dejected?
I don't know what game you guys were
Okay,
watching because
anyway,
the game
we'll
I was
move on.
watching, we ambushed you guys. It was great. Billy was singing in the showers. Alan Lang was there. Six
You
more
don't believe a
songs.
word you're saying.
It was one of the great victories of all time. Cam Munster, man of the match.
Yeah.
Hammer
I had
hat
time
trick.
to listening too. I'm on a flight up to the Sunshine Coast for the CBA Bowl, boys. The under-19s Origins.
Oh, really?
So back-to-back New South Wales famous.
Back up to
victories.
for the CBA Bowl.
Yep.
Does that like, because now you're like a big name in the CBA, like world specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see people sort of wigging out as you walk past now? Because you're like a turbo scout.
Well, no, tonight. I'll let you know. I assume so. I hope so.
But like, you know how you have a
Disappointed
bit
if
of
not.
fun with the Instagram bio sometimes? So maybe some of them go like, official CBA. Like if Rue spotted
Start
them and
putting
does a
them in.
post,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they go official CBA.
You should have merch for him. You give him like a hat, like
Or give him a number. Give him a key
Yeah.
ring. A CBA.
Yeah, you could. I was CBA number 15.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
It's
actually.
not a bad idea.
Just
right?
It's
hand
like a
them
Hall
out
of
there at
Fame
the
of CBAs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Officialise it somehow.
Yeah, no, officialise it, mate.
That's
It's not a bad idea.
I don't know. And then you make money off the kids before they're able to make money themselves.
Yeah. And you put money back into, you can have like a CBA grant, you know?
Yeah.
Then you can start supporting kids that need help, mate. You're going into the community now. You're going, you could be anything, son. But you got no coin. You're on your knees, but that's where the grant comes in.
Yeah.
So then you're lifting up people, you give them back, Roo. You're doing a bit more than just keeping it for yourself.
Exactly, mate. Disgraceful behaviour from you just keeping it all for yourself.
CBA Bowl tonight. Please tune in.
Bit of accountability here, Ed. Let's whip through it.
Let's whip. Sharks 30 to defeat the Dragons 18. Green, red everywhere.
Yep.
Red everywhere.
I forgot to put the bet on. And,
Well, so Tom had not anything. That's $1.90. You know the drill.
barley and that, you know what I mean? I was just too relaxed.
Titans 28 defeat the Seagulls 8. I was obviously fresh off the plane, making just poor decisions. My betting last week was awful. I even was sitting here being like, the rule only applies to first-time DILFs, and I know Homoli's already had a kid, but I'm going to triple him anyway. No. Madness in the
We
extreme.
nearly got there, but I think it just, that was
That
the curve.
showed it. Yeah,
that
but that
showed.
That shows. 235 triple down the shitter. Burma had turbo first, second, or third triple down the
I
shitter.
blame Rando for that stat. And then I'm like, why am I throwing...
That's a 2021 bet.
Why am I throwing any triples on a Manly Seagulls game, let alone one
Let
that
alone
Randos
turbo.
get
He had like
turbo?
three
Oh,
chances to score a try in the old
He doesn't
turbo
score
would have done
anymore.
it.
I fucking
It's
hate
over.
myself.
Yeah.
After the,
From a leap year ago.
dude, I was at the golf day and I was just high on life. I was hanging out with Beaver Menzies. I'm like, it's all fucking happening. And then when it didn't, I was like,
but Beaver has
Tom,
that effect on you.
Tom, you're an idiot. Wake the fuck up.
How was it golf day? I didn't see anybody.
Amazing. Oh, because we were banned, shadow banned.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, we were shouting
Yeah,
about it on
right.
Instagram.
We didn't have any. We didn't have. We couldn't even log in.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Because
But it was a great day.
No, because so what happens is we know that if you share like international content, ICC, Olympic stuff, will get banned. So you know what we do every single time? Let's fucking do it anyway, man. Just get banned. Fuck 10 days, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's
you
just
think
see what
we're-
happens.
Let's just fucking roll the dice, man.
Thank God it came back on before the Joey interview went up. Otherwise,
Mate, we were lucky to get 4 days. I thought we were going to get 4 weeks,
Yeah, I know.
given our
history. Anyway,
That was a bizarre triple from you, by the way. I
just
spoke about
explained
Olakawatu, baby incoming, and you said to me it's not his first. That doesn't count. That's how you started the conversation. You finished it with
I know.
tripled.
so you even articulated it.
What did I just say?
No, but I thought maybe you thought it, but you actually spoke.
No,
the
I
word.
said it. Again, all over the fucking map. Just come back from holidays, you know? Tough. Wasn't thinking last week at all.
It's tough going on holidays.
Roosters 12 defeat the Knights 8. Red everywhere except Guru with Fiketti at $8. Well done.
Thank
Great
you.
bet. It's a great bet.
Yeah, it's a good old-fashioned breakout game, that one for Fiketti. So haven't got many right this year. I'll take that one.
Mate, I was jealous because I was half tempted. For some reason before the game, I kept coming up with ways where you can fit Fiketti into things because it's just a name where it's just like, might have some garlic, some Fiketti. You go to a mechanic and it's like, all right, your trim belt's out, get some Fiketti grease on that. It's just, and I was like, and then he scores. I'm like, fuck, Seb, that was someone trying to tell me that Fiketti. Yeah, I was jealous of it. Like, I'm going to say I'm going to be using
sounds like
Fiketti.
It's a Greek fucking topping, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a Greek everything.
Yeah. It's a great bet, Roo. Well done.
Yeah,
I'm happy for you, mate.
Thank you.
Happy for you, mate. Dolphins 58 defeat the Cowboys 4. I had the Dolphins -5.5 into Herbie, but Seb and Roo tripled theirs. Dolphin -5.5. Sebo?
World's easiest bet. Like, I think I said it last week. It's like double taking, like, what the hell is going on? And that was just, that was done in like a few minutes. And then it's just like, oh my God. You were lucky with the Herbie one, though, because he only scored because they gave it to him.
Yeah.
They gave it over the line to keep
him.
the streak alive.
So I got it.
What's the streak?
Well, like, he scored in the last, like, eight games he played. So then, what's his face? Nickera was over the line and Herbie was behind him. He just popped the ball back to him, and then he just fell over.
That's how you do it, mate. 289, piece of piss.
That is Eddie season luck, isn't it? Just going on a fucking...
It's been that sort of season. Bulldogs 24 defeat the Rabbitohs 18. Red everywhere. We move on. Just bye week, rugby league, shithouse, not fun, not enjoyable, really unpleasant, hate it, not my cup of tea.
Shout out to Rando as well for picking that Bulldogs Rabbitohs game to be dry.
Oh, yeah, because it was
Very
a huge...
sunny day on Sunday.
Oh, no, it was pouring rain and there was a lightning storm and it had to be called off for a moment.
We are going to start doing
I thought it was called off because it was too dry.
We're doing a graphic on the Instagrams, which is going to be Rando's weather predictions before the round, just so that we can keep across how bad it is.
Shout out to Rando, unit scoopers.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, like, it did come in out of nowhere because shout out, I went first time ever to the Maroubra Surf Lifesaving Club. If you ever want to go have a beer on a sunny day, which it was on Sunday, like, just a classic joint.
Okay.
Like, just go sit. It's basically just a bar, a TV, and grass with a view of the surfers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And what, you had a couple?
Yeah, had a couple.
Did
Just
you
a
come in
couple.
by yourself?
No, with Millie's brother.
Oh,
and
nice.
But then when we drove home, that's when the lightning came. And you're like, where the fuck did that come from?
Well,
So are you defending him or?
No, I'm just
Yeah, it
saying.
sounds like he
It
is.
reminded me of my sunny Sunday into a rainy Sunday very quickly, and I just want to give a shout out to that place because it's a nice little discovery.
Okay. Okay.
that's fair.
Sure, it makes a lot of sense.
Well, I'm just trying to tell people where it's a good place for a sunny beer.
Were you at the Seals or were you at Maroubra Surf?
The one that's all the way down the other
So
end.
South Maroubra.
Yeah, South
Yeah,
Maroubra.
yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
It's great.
My brother had a 21st there a few years ago and he went there. And I don't know why, but Wendell Saylor was there. And one of Josh's mates on the piss said to Wendell Saylor, we'll do a run at the straight challenge.
Oh, my God.
I think my brother's mate dislocated both his knees. Yeah, there's a video of it.
Oh, I think I've seen that video.
Yeah. Wendell just fucks him up. Yeah, it's mad.
Dude, what a, that is
He dislocates both his knees.
Something like that. Yeah, it was etched.
Wow.
Oh, my
okay.
good on him. All right. Unit scoopers, Ed?
Yeah, mate. You had 2 from 3. You were Preston short, I believe. I had the underdogs. I was 1 from 5. Sebo, 1 from 4. Guru, 1 from 5. Lippy, none from 6. I had the hot seat bet of Roosters -6.5. That doesn't hit.
Having like a unit scooper within one game is kind of fun. I found it on Sunday because, again, I realised I hadn't put one on, so I was like, holy fuck. If I got you jam a Preston, you have all that happen in one game. I thought Connor Tracy might have been the hardest one to get. Either way, it didn't bang for me. Yeah. But fuck me, I think I'm going to start looking at that a bit more because nothing else is working.
Bit of the Tommy Topplers about that.
I don't understand.
Fucking, like, it was like 2. I was like fucking close.
Do you remember doing that literally like 2 weeks ago? You're like, you're an idiot, mate. You're always fucking.
Yeah, the
It
Tommy
didn't happen,
Toppers.
and then the next game he's like, well, fuck, it got pretty close.
Bit of the Tommy Topplers about
I think
it,
it's a
mate.
bit of the Eddie Simpsons.
Bit of the Tommy Topplers.
It's a bit of the Eddie Simpsons.
Bit of the Tommy Topplers. Roo, 2 from 6. 7.93 units in the green. Well done.
Well done, Roo.
Needed that.
Yeah, you needed that. And as you said, you played without looking at the scoreboard.
So did that hot seat get up?
It's red.
Oh, it's red. Good point. Thank you.
And I just said it didn't get
Oh,
up.
I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. Well done, Roo. Back to Roo.
Sebo, second, 1 from 6, 1.97. Lippy, none from 6, minus 3.1. I was 1 from 6, minus 6.07. And Tommy.
No,
Tommy Tobler Birmingham. Shovel up. None from 6,
good.
minus 10.61.
shovel that.
I think it's hardly your shovel.
Well, no, it's true. It's Ruth's shovel. I'm going to have to borrow it. It's literally under your corner. Oh.
It's got an imprint of my shoulder.
Thanks, mate. Good to be back. Good to be back.
Get the shovel on, son. Overall leaderboard. I hang on by the skin of me, sack. 11.13 units. Sebo coming for me. Second, 11.06.
Sebo.
Wow. I mean,
Sebo.
I've had a couple good weeks. But
So
then
that's
he's had-
0.07.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You're
Yeah.
coming.
I'm coming hard. Like
There's what? There's like 80
few
cents
cents.
in it. Something like that.
that's great because it looked like you were going to run away with it about 5 weeks ago.
It's a long
And,
season, mate.
Long season. Lippy second, a third rather, minus 39. Tom minus. Oh, hang on, I haven't done yours, Tommy.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was about to
Tom
say,
must
I was
have
like,
been
how the
minus 20.
fuck am I on minus 38?
After a shovel. Yeah.
I was actually sort of like, say nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing.
Tommy minus 49.5.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. We come back from further. At least I'm not the next guy.
And obviously that guy is Guru, who's minus 57.32, who's,
I thought I'd get more than 7 units this week. I've got a triple.
Yeah, but you
another
also
bet.
were
I went
shocked
2
you
from
got-
6. Are you sure I'm not owed more?
Well, how many units? Okay, so if you've got
I get
$1.90,
15
if you've got
for the triple.
$1.90 on, no, you don't get 15 because you've buried 7.5 getting there. So you get 7.5 green.
Right, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
You don't get 15 because you've had to
There you
outlay
go.
7.5. Just no more than that. You got to outlay close to 8 on $1.90.
Rue's as dumb as I am. We didn't realise it yet. That's all it is. Rue's actually as dumb as I am. We just didn't know it.
If you take that out, you had 5 other bets, you got 1, and you came out about even, which would be about right.
Yeah, because you're.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, no. If you land a triple, you don't get 15 units.
You get plus 7, basically.
You get plus 7.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
costs you about. If it's $1.90, it costs you about 8 units putting the bet on.
Yeah, okay. Fair shot.
Yeah, you're right.
Having
I
to show
am
you the spread.
You good?
No, he doesn't.
He's
sound
not. No,
I'm
he
not
doesn't.
good. I'm
He
minus
doesn't.
50 fucking units.
Well,
Of
mate,
course
the
I'm
other
not
week
good.
he's like, minus 15. He's like, how the fuck am I minus 15? I'm like, because you didn't get any bets and you had a triple
you
go
walked the
down.
line and got 2 and triple hundred. Like, that's what happened.
He goes, yeah, I got 2 bets. I'm like, yeah. I go, well, you've got to get 5 from 8 just to come out even. And you tripled one.
Yeah,
You got 2 from 10,
That's
technically.
pure. That's pure from you, Rue. All right, let's get into some punting then, shall we? Good to have the shovel back on, I'm not going to lie. First game, Tigers-Raiders, Friday night, Campbelltown Sports Stadium, $3.20 for the Tigers, $1.35 the Raiders. The line is 8.5 and the total 47.5. Rando, what's up, brother?
Look, I'm pretty confident this week for the weather. It's going to be dry all week for Sydney, even all the way through to Tuesday and Wednesday, so there's no danger of rain. This one in Campbelltown will be dry, of course. Watch it piss down now. The Tigers, they have lost 14 of their last 16 games at Campbelltown. They have lost 11 consecutive Friday night matches. The Raiders, they have a great record against the Tigers, winning 8 of their last 9 meetings against them. So I don't mind them to cover the line in this match. For try scorers, you've got the coach's son, Jed Stewart, on the left wing here. Left wingers have a 69% strike rate against the Tigers this season, including 5 tries in the last 3 games. A little bit of a tidbit here. Ricky Stewart, he scored his first ever try in the NRL on round 16 as well. So maybe a bit of
See, this is
eerie
the
stuff
purity of the
here.
random stats guy. That's it.
That's
How
it.
did you have to go looking for that?
I had to go looking for that. I wanted to see if there was any ties, if he scored against West or
pretty good
something.
tie.
That's a good tie.
But that is a good tie. I liked it. Scored a double too, so maybe a
Where
little
that
bit of
title went.
a tidbit there.
Scored a double on in his first game of
It wasn't his
scoring.
first game. It was his first time scoring in an NRL game. Yeah. But his first try was in round 16.
though.
Yeah, but he'd need to score.
Yes, but so if you said Ricky
So he
scored
doesn't
his
score on
first in round
debut.
16,
Yeah.
there's a tie there.
There's a tie there.
There's a tie there.
Maybe not a formal tie.
it's not black
casual
tie.
tie.
It's not
Yeah,
black
It's not
tie.
black tie.
Casual, it's casual.
It's casual tie.
That's $1.88, but if you want a $4.20 value play, Zach Hosking, he scored in 3 of his last 5 games, scored last time against the Tigers, and a right second rower has scored in 3 of the last 4 against the Tigers.
Ooh, Zach Hosking, bit of Val.
I mean, I had a bit of a Zachy Hosking into a Starling because I thought just a bit of a funky bet after Origin and just mix it up a bit, go high odds. But now that Hosking has been mentioned, I might just take a hosking clean for what, 4 something?
420 for a clean
420.
hosking?
A clean hosking, a clean skin hosking. Value, 420. Now, he is starting, right?
He's starting it.
Okay, good.
I don't mind the sound of that clean skin.
Yeah, I know, dude. That looks pretty nice. I've got, especially because I just added a hosking. I had Ethan Strange and KO Weeks at $9.81. If I add a hosking to that, you're getting $40.99. But that's probably not going to happen. But I am also at $49.
Where the Strange
in
is
the
going,
red.
it probably will happen. I mean, fucking hell. Like, he just tore apart the bunnies.
I know. That's sort of what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to stay with it because I'm in some fucking curry, and this is a bit like of a reset moment. So I'm just going to add Strange to my bet. And I'm going Strange. I'm going to add Hosking. Strange Weeks and Hosking's $40.99. Not the worst bet now. I'm looking at it.
I mean, it probably is going to happen now.
Fucking I hope so. I fucking hope so, Sebo.
Boys, I've gone for the Timmy Williams bet. Zach Hosking's come up. We know he's a dead ringer. I personally think Jed Stewart looks more like Tim Williams than Zach Hosking does, so I'm going to pair both of those two together. Hosking and Stewart, 773.
How have we got another Tim Williams look like?
Mate,
Are you serious?
I reckon he might be the closest one out of all.
No, yeah, I can see
I
it.
don't-
I can
really?
definitely see
He doesn't
it.
look much like Ricky.
He looks heaps more like Tim than he looks like Ricky.
I don't know how Tim's seed has travelled so far and wide around this place. But no, I can see it in sort of like the nose.
He's from down that way, so it could be
They
possible.
all just like
The algorithm only has like X amount of country men kind
Well,
of
they're
things
inbred,
they've
as he
got.
said, yeah.
They're all inbred.
The Hills have eyes sort of
Yeah,
shit.
Mate, at a certain point, you've got to end up fucking your cousin. No one left.
Eddie?
Well, I'm just wondering if I put a Hosking on to fuck us all. You know? Like, I don't have Hosking currently, and I'm just thinking if I put Hosking in just to, you know,
Just
have
a bit of a
laugh.
tactical play.
Well, listen, listen, that's on you, dude. That's between you and God.
It would be funny, though.
Well, make a decision, though, because we are doing a show.
No. Yeah, right. I'm going to take a clean skin Hosking.
Oh, clean skin.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to add him to your bet.
Nah.
Yeah, right.
No, because I was going to take Starford out anyway because I'm like, fuck the Tigers.
Yeah, no.
What am I doing? Like you've lost your mind. And then when I heard Rando go, these guys suck, particularly Campbelltown Sports Stadium. So I'm going to take Hosking. Sorry, Sebo.
Sweet. Who's our lippy?
His name, where is it? Just here somewhere. Joel McKenzie. Just a classic name. I think-
Macca.
Yeah, Macca. He's a bit of a fish guy. I think he's, got lots of photos with fish.
Oh, yeah, a bit of a fish guy.
Yeah, and he just sent through a bunch of, consistent Ned slips. Nothing crazy, just consistency.
Consistency.
Just
Weight
kind
of runs.
You need in the fishing game.
Yeah, you do.
You kind of just need to just
Show up.
Show up. Not going to get sometimes you will. So I thought give someone like that a crack.
I want to go fishing again.
I've-
Do you want to go on like a charter fishing boat?
I
Go
was
out the
playing
heads?
golf yesterday at the coast, and as I rocked up, I just couldn't stop looking at the world's biggest bust up.
Oh, yeah, I saw you
There was
say
like
I
whales,
saw
but there
that.
was just a bust up. I was like, I'd honestly rather be in a fucking tinny
You
right
put
now.
out like an alert to fishermen in the area. You were like, any fishermen in the area, there's a fucking huge bust
But it was
up.
going the whole time. I'm like, fucking hell, this is like, you throw anything into that bust up and you're pulling out
But
fish.
should we get a charter and just go out?
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't caught
Yeah.
a decent fish for fucking.
Well, it's also the time of year where the Aussie salmon come through, which is just like fishing for candy, dynamite shit. You're not going to eat it, but they're just everywhere. So you can get that. But if we get a charter, they could put us... Kingies, you need your spots.
I want a king.
Yeah, you want a kingy. You need someone who knows their spots. We used to have Baz, we don't now. So
we
maybe a
don't.
charter. I reckon up in Pittwater.
Oh yeah.
I reckon we go up there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, looking for the kingy.
yeah, go get some kingies up there.
Dude, I'd love to do that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
How
do
many
it.
kings you caught?
Me? Like 4, 5.
We did a video back in the day when he was Tulio Ranamarcus where we for a fishing company and we had to go down to this wharf to try and catch a kingy and it just couldn't have gone any better. He was dressed as Tulio.
Did you catch one?
Yeah, and his rod snaps halfway through. He's going, and the rod snaps and he still gets his fucking kingy.
It was a good kingy. It wasn't a rat. A rat's under 70 centimetres. Gotta
No,
throw
it was a
rats
good
back.
kingy.
It was a good kingy. It's like, I think like 80, 90 centimetres. Like tough fucking fighters. Like,
So if they're small, you got to throw them back in.
yeah, under
That's any
70.
fish,
But
right?
the thing is, if you're on a wharf like that, the kingies are smart. They'll swim their line around any sort of pylon and stuff. So like, if they get close, you got to get them up quick.
And he snaps.
Well, they do. They know that they've been hooked,
So
and they'll fucking
they swim the line around a pylon, and then you're fucked. So
kingies.
yeah,
They're smart.
Kingies are the like anyone who's fishing obviously knows, but like if you're going out in the harbour, pit water, like you're chasing a kingie. Like the real fisher guys are chasing like jewfish at like 4 a.m. somewhere. Like that's too far.
No.
We're just kingy guys. You know, just go get a kingy.
Anyway, the fisherman there, he's going. We've said that. Hey, Jed Raiders -5.5, Huddy 5.12. Let's move on to the Warriors v the Panthers. Worth noting, the Panthers apparently resting all their players. This is going to be Go Media Stadium. $1.24 for the Warriors, $4.10 for the Panthers. The line is 13.5, and the total is 45.5. Rando.
It's going to be dry across the ditch for this game. Now, the Panthers, they have lost their last 3 games when they've rested their origin stars. They lost 6-21 against the Knights this season. They lost 6-16 to the Cowboys in 2024 and 10-22 to the Dragons in 2024 as well. So they haven't been scoring many points. They've only won 1 of their 8 night games this season, failing to cover the line in 7 of those games. The Warriors, on the other hand, they've won 9 of their last 10 night games, but only won by 13 plus in 3 of those games. The Warriors have failed to cover a 13-plus line in each of the last 4 occasions as well. For try scorers, Lika Halasima, he's scored in each of his last 2 games. Left second rowers have scored 4 tries in the last 4 games against Penrith, including a hat-trick last time the Panthers rested their origin stars.
Fuck yeah, I'm going another clean skin. Halasima, $3.10. Already had it booked in. Big fan of his work. Panthers, like, good luck getting a read on them. But, like, and as you say, resting their origin stars, they're no hope in hell.
Can they afford to rest their stars? I know
I
you
think
got
they already probably
They can't
got this
afford to
game
fly
off,
them
like,
over.
travel all the way back over there.
Yeah, but they don't have any. Like, if there any chance of making the finals,
Well, but how
They're
many
a lot
games? How many
closer than
games
you
short
think.
of it? The comp's so
True.
so tight.
They're
So
ninth at the
tight.
moment.
in the gate right
They're ninth at the moment.
They're
Oh,
not.
really? Are they
Yeah.
not?
Oh, so they're sweet.
They're ahead of us.
Yeah.
Not that's much.
Oh, mate.
We suck.
So yeah, give me a Halasima. I'm just checking the ladder, just out of
that's
pure
exactly
curiosity.
ahead of us.
Okay, Penrith are one point outside the 8.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Rest your stars.
And
Do it.
Manly is 2 points off dead last.
Yeah.
One
don't-
lot,
I know.
one.
Yeah, but then we're also 2 points off 8.
Look at the wins though. That's what you want to look at.
Do you know what I mean? Though we're 2 points off 8.
2 wins separate 6th and 17th. That is insane.
What round are we?
16 this week.
Jesus Christ.
Going to have a real like cherry ripe year or 2 where Perth comes in and there's no buys and the ladder looks normal, and then PNG is going to come in and they're going to fuck it up again. We're going to get to buys every week and it's going to be a nightmare all over
Yeah,
again.
it's annoying.
And then who they bring in? South Island.
Anyone,
South
bring in
Dubbo.
fucking anyone.
Dubbo South?
Yeah. That'd be
Fuck
nice.
yeah, Wanderers.
Yep. Okay.
That's soccer.
So you've gone Halasima. I've gone a Metcalf into a Pompey at 588. Like me Metcalf, good style of a bloke. He looks almost. When I see him, I see vintage Jackson. I think they look the same.
Do you?
Jackson Thomas.
Do you really?
I do. Means nothing, but he does all the media for the Warriors. Just something for nothing. So I've gone Metcalf into a Pompey. Pompey was like 2-something. Pompey scores rugby league tries. Can I just double check that? Pompey was in the 2s, and I'm like, that motherfucker scores every week. At least it
He never
feels
used
like
to,
it.
the old Pompey.
He never used to. 255 Adam Pompey.
Yeah. I mean, I've been burnt by him. But,
The Pomp.
Yeah.
5 tries in 13 games, 1 try in his last 5.
Fuck, I'm way off. I'm taking him. Still sticking
He's
with
been
it.
scoring.
He has been. 1 in his last 5. 588.
I'm just going to take the Warriors line just because I think I just want to be all in on the Warriors are the real deal. And a -13.5 line for them, especially against Penrith, I get their stars are out. I just want to, it's more of kind of selfish bet of like, are you potentially, maybe the Raiders are my second team, but are you like 2B? And if you cover this line for me, you are officially 2B. So it's just me just kind of sussing out
Who's going to be your next, your
2B.
next thing?
Yeah.
Sure, I get you.
I've gone for Scotty Sorensen. I just think $9 is a lot for Scott Sorensen in this game. I don't know how Penrith are going to play with these dudes out. I think the Warriors are the real deal, but I just want one thing to watch, and $9 for Sorensen. I think there's value there.
Interesting. Yeah, it's fucking not a bad price for Scotty S. Not a bad price.
Not a bad price for Scotty S. What's the Kingfish kid doing?
A Jenkins, a DWZ, and an under 48.5, 835. Yeah, real just classic not hook line.
Is there any kingy about that bet?
No, that's like, I think that's getting
You let me know if it's a kingy bet.
That's getting your bait for the kingy. So
Okay.
like you can basically buy these little hooks and you just drop them in and you get things that look like kingfish and they're that big, forget their name, and then you get them and then you hook your kingy up. So
What do kingies love? Those things.
their favourite would be live squid and then those things. Yeah. So like if you're going out there with Baz, like when I say I've only caught 4 or 5, maybe 6 kingies, I've had them on the ed, like had way more on, and we'd used to go out and just like you drop down the squid. And we'd had 3 lines in there, and then when 3 kingies just take your reels, we were just so flustered. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're trying to figure it out. Like, hold this one, hold that. Get none. You know what I mean? But like, we put the effort
Playing
in.
too many pokies,
Yeah. Live squid and what are they called? Fucking, I forget the name of them.
Can't help you, mate.
Yeah, that's that bit.
All right, we moving on?
Kingy wranglers, aren't they?
Yeah, little kingy wranglers.
Yeah. Dolphins v the Knights. This might be the kingy game. Dolphins v the Knights. We're at HBF Park. $1.26 for the Dolphins, $3.90 for the Knights, 10.5 the line, and 46.5 the total points. Corbs.
It'll be raining all week in Perth, and during this game, it should be 5 to 10 millimetres expected. The Dolphins, they've scored 158 points in their last 3 games. They scored 44 on the Bulldogs in the wet last time they played in the wet. They've also kept teams to under 20 points in each of their last 5 games. The Knights, they have the worst attack in the league, being kept tryless and a half in 6 consecutive games. I don't mind the Dolphins to score 20 points only. That's paying $2.05. Herbie Farnworth has scored in 8 consecutive games, of course. He's scored in 3 of his last 6 games against the Knights. The Finns have scored 75% of their tries in the last 5 weeks on the left side, so he is on again at $2.20. But if you're looking for a bit more value, Connolly Lemuelu, he's coming off the bench, but the Knights, they've conceded the most tries to bench players this season, and Lemuelu is the leading try scorer off the bench with 6 tries this season. So he's $4.25 if you're looking for a bit more val.
So they're playing in Perth.
They're playing in Perth, yep.
And it's going to be wet.
It's going to be raining, allegedly.
How wet?
5 to 10 mils.
It's not that wet.
Not too bad.
It's been 20 to 40 in the 2
slippery, but
days
not too
leading
bad.
up.
Not that wet.
20 to 40 leading up.
Yeah.
So it might linger. The 20
Could be
to
looking.
40.
Could be like that.
The 20-40 could be pushed out.
It was a bit wet
Could be
when we were
pushed
already
out,
over
yeah.
there, Ed. When we were over there, the ground was wet generally.
They're not playing there.
No, but just generally. Like the fucking parkland near the hotel was wet.
Yes, there'd been water around.
There'd been
for
water
sure.
around.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Great point.
Just letting you know. Anyway, what's everyone doing?
I'm going to triple the Finns minus 10.5. The Knights suck. I don't like where they're at. I don't like them scoring points. And the Dolphins are fucking hot right now. 10.5 just doesn't seem enough.
I'm
Just doesn't
hopping
seem
in the boat
enough.
with you, buddy.
I was already looking
It just doesn't seem enough.
hopping in the
It just
boat
doesn't
with
seem
you.
enough.
I got a few reads
not
for
enough.
coming. I saw that, and last week I tripled the Finns line. Eddie had the Finns and Herbie, which he got through just by like pure keep the streak alive. I don't think they're going to do that twice with Herbie.
No, you wouldn't do it every week.
And also, it looks like he's figured out how to pass a little bit. Like Stocky
Stocky
would.
the 4, yeah.
So I'm just going to also take just the Finns minus 10.5. I had them with Herbie, but it's also a bit of a chess move. Eddie and I at the top of the table just going, bishop to C3, then meat, bishop to C3.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
kind of.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Just following the board around and then.
I'm playing chess by myself on another board, just watching you guys do moves.
Guru, Knights plus 10.5. That's just pure minus
Dude,
60 units.
triple Knights plus 10.5.
I am. I'm going head to head with you. It's going to be wet over there. The Knights, third
suck.
or fourth best defensive team in the comp.
Oh, right.
Dolphins been on a real high. Let's decide this fucking
Dude,
season. This
love
way.
it.
Fuck
Love
There
it.
we
Bulldogs
go.
Knights plus 10.5.
Bulldogs best defense in the league. Still leaked 44 points to the Finns.
And
Just saying.
Well, that's a
Just
good
saying.
point.
let's do it. Let's go head to head.
Love
this
it.
week.
They don't care.
All right, and then what's the Lippy doing, Seba?
Bostock Hammer Fish 13 plus.
Bostock, Hammer, Fish, 13 plus. For 442, that is not much, but it will probably happen. Let's move on.
Wow, huge.
Huge.
I love that. That's so fun.
Yeah, that's good. Rabbitohs Storm at Accor Stadium. Apologies to everyone who has to attend that. 410 for the Rabbitohs. Jesus. $1.24 for the Storm. The line 12.5 and the total 48.5. Rando.
It's going to be dry at a core for this game. Another chapter in the Craig Bellamy versus Wayne Bennett book. Craig Bellamy has won 14 consecutive games against Wayne. 5 of the last 7 games, though, have been decided by 8 points or less. The Storm, they failed to cover the line in 6 of their last 7 away games. 8 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams at a core have been decided by 1 to 12 points. And the Rabbitohs, they've only lost by 13 plus points once in the 5 games that Latrell has started at fullback this season. So don't mind the Rabbitohs to cover the line. For try scorers, you got Ryan Pappenhausen here, 12 tries in 12 games this season, but he has scored in all 7 games he has played against the Bunnies. Fullback has also scored in 2 of the last 3 games against the Rabbitohs. But once again, the bookies have got Alex Johnson at $2 to score anytime. He's scored in 4 consecutive games. He's scored 5 tries in his last 3 games at a core, 5 tries in his last 4 games against the Storm, and the Storm's right edge is their weakest, conceding 41% of their tries in the last 5 weeks. So I don't mind AJ there at $2.02.
Look, the part of me wants to be on AJ again. What's he paying?
$2.02.
Fuck, there's just like almost like a rule where it's like if AJ's on paying 2s, you should just get on him. I don't know whether I'm going to listen to that. Maybe I'll wild card it on the day. But I did meet Jerome Hughes last week. He slapped me on the ass, in fact. It felt good. I'm not going to lie, it felt great. So I'm putting him in there. He's a good fella. And then Howarth, just cause. Just cause.
Queenslander?
Nah,
I get it.
just cause, honestly. Fucking no good reason at all.
Jack
and I'm not going to
Howarth.
waste your time. Hughes, Howarth, there's a bit of H stuff there.
Mate, when House in your fucking squad for Queensland, you know you're fucked.
Yep.
Kurtman's
Kurtman's
playing.
Give it a
Kurtman,
kick.
is Kurtman starting?
Yes. No, he's off the bench.
But they might start him.
You know who's the oldest debutant since Artie Beetson?
Kurt, man. How old is he?
He,
31 or something?
Oldest
He's 31.
Queensland debutant.
Not Cooper.
Is he oldest Queenslander, is he?
Second oldest Queenslander behind Artie.
How many-
Tony Butterfield, 1998.
how many
was the
tackles do you
second
reckon he'll miss if they start him?
I reckon he
20,
makes all of them.
25
I reckon he makes all of them.
No, I think he's a tackler.
I reckon he makes
Who's
40.
he coming on as?
he?
What? He's coming on as
13.
probably
now.
13, 9 maybe.
Just
Mr.
fucking
Fix It.
randos calling me. Go away. I'm trying to do the show. Not rando, randoms.
I was going to
Oh,
say.
Randoms.
Yeah, popular guy. Howard Hughes, 8-18, whatever. you know?
Yeah, cute,
Yeah.
great. Tom's right. We did meet Jerome Hughes at the Mick Fanning Golf Day. Not a big deal. Great bloke. Good style of a bloke. Fan of his work. There was also another Storm player there, Tyrone Wishy.
Oh, shit, there was.
Tyrone Wishy Wishart was
Howarth,
also
Tom?
there. Who is?
Howarth?
Yeah, well, just cause. Wishy's there. Wishy's single as well. So I think he scores because he wants to let the world know how hot and gorgeous and single he is. 11.34, put them together. That's a good bet.
What's Wishy paying just by himself? Single.
460. I'm taking him at 460.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
That's a single
A
Tyrone.
single Wishy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
I think as well in this game, like
can't do
Munster,
that.
Yes, I can.
Grant.
No, you
'Cause-
can't. No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
Because you just couldn't control V.
I can do whatever the fuck I want, lad.
Well,
Suck on my balls. Oh, he just control C, control V it, buddy. Suck on my ball sack. Whoops. Sorry. Single Wishy. Sorry, bro. Carry on, mate, before Eddie rudely interrupted you.
I think as well with Melbourne, like surely one of Grant, Munster either gets rested or plays limited minutes. So I think Wishy will be, or Trent Lever at 13. So I think he'll be on the field a lot.
Beautiful. Love it. Single Wishy, dude.
Smart bet. I didn't know what to think of this game, and versus the Bunnies, I didn't want to there's not much hope, and when I don't know what to think, I just go Hughes Katoa. It's already banged for me this season, those two. When you're getting over $6 for him for $6.51, I think it's just a good auto bet where I don't want to look into it too much because I don't want to get my team humped, thumped, pumped, all that sort of stuff.
Cream
so
pie.
just take that little kind of classic.
Yeah, you don't want to get cream pied.
Nah.
That's for sure.
Well, who got cream? Knights got. Dolphins have been doing some cream pieing, haven't they? 50
Oh,
guys?
100%. Yeah.
Not many teams, because
pregnant.
some teams get to 50, but the other team still gets like 12 points.
Dolphins one of the only mammals outside of humans that fuck for pleasure, so they've been cream pieing. Don't worry about that.
On this week.
Yeah, the Knights will make a brave stand against their fucking 50-point run, eh? Like, Jesus. Yeah.
Oh, I'll let time do its thing.
Sweet. Who's gone? Who hasn't gone?
I think everyone's gone. Just Lippy, Anderson, Storm, 13 plus 578.
Grant Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
That's all I ever think of as well. Because I don't even know what Grant Anderson looks like, so I just have...
Dude, he's been signed by the Broncos.
Has
Well, yeah, it's a bit weird that they announced that, and then Melbourne are saying they want to keep him now, and Brisbane haven't actually officially announced it. It's a fucking weird situation.
That is a shit show. Broncos, Sharks, Suncorp. Broncos favourites $1.50, Sharks $2.60. That's interesting. 4.5 the line and 48.5 the total. Rando, why is that?
It's going to be dry at Suncorp. I can't tell you why the Broncos are favourite for this game. They've lost 5 consecutive day games at Suncorp Stadium. They were favourite for all 5 of those games. There's no better team that plays during the day than the Sharks. They've won 12 of their last 14 day games. They've won 3 of their last 5 meetings at Suncorp as well. The Broncos, they've lost 6 of their 8 games against top 8 opponents. For try scorers, though, I do like their left centre, Jamat Shibasaki. He has scored 3 tries in his last 3 games, 4 tries in his last 4 at Suncorp. Left centres have the best strike rate against the Sharks this season. A left centre has scored in 4 of the last 5 games against the Sharks.
Interesting.
Bit of a weird game, this one, in the sense that both teams are completely untrustworthy. I mean, Broncos have been more shit than untrustworthy. Sharks have been completely untrustworthy. And I ran away from any sort of result, any sort of line. I think it's dumb. So I'm just getting my wrangling boots on and sending out a Walsh and Mulatalo, kind of a hot boy and a bit of a kind of, dare I say the word, kind of good grubby type guy.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. To be beat
Man, that's so...
We might have to beat that.
for $10.02.
You can't say that anymore, mate. We'll beat that, I think. Mate, I'm with you. Oh, with you. I mean, I'm obviously not with that, the G word you said, mate.
Yeah, look, I mean, I love Mulatalo. I just meant it's a compliment.
The G word, dude. The G word's so fucked up. Mate, Queensland, I think, obviously we're doing this show after they've been humped. And I just reckon I reckon Reece Walsh could have a blinder, and then Queensland like, man, we should have fucking picked Reece Walsh, man. We would have gone all right. This is his opportunity to go out there and turn a few heads, Reece Walsh. And while he's turning heads, I might as well try and wrangle me first stag. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it with a head turner against a side that doesn't have an underbelly. I mean, if you don't have an underbelly, a stag just waltzes in, doesn't it? $5.15.
I don't know what the fuck. I've got Shibasaki. I liked Shibi early, and it was nice to hear that he scores. But then I'm just like clicking fucking try scores here, trying to see if anything pops up that I like.
Is that what you do?
No, a couple of weeks ago, all right,
last minute. Just
mate, I think I won like a week ago.
make the bets up after.
I won a week ago. I won a week ago or the week before. So how dare you?
After everyone said their bets.
No, I was in Bali, cocksucker.
Look at you. You've got your fucking thing.
No, this one. This one. That's what I'm
He
saying.
hasn't even got any bets.
I got Shibi in there.
But you don't have any bets. You're
No.
doing them on the run.
Yeah, I had to do them on the run.
Why?
Because I haven't put them in, obviously.
Because you haven't done it.
Well, yeah, that's what doing them on the run
all we're
is.
doing is saying all you do every week is just open up the
Incorrect.
Meds app and just start clicking people.
Incorrect.
And then you're like, fuck, is $90 enough?
Well, dude,
Is that enough?
Listen, don't disrespect me. How dare you? I did get a triple last week or the week before.
Who gives a shit?
I'm going to go Shibasaki, Ronaldo, and Britton Nickera, $15.
Is that enough? Probably need another bloke in there.
I know.
You're not going to throw a stag.
Put a prop in.
No, not Stag.
Put a prop in. That bet's
You
missing
are a bit of a
prop.
Corey Kenson guy. Who
You want me to put in it? Where's our boy fucking
Put
Adam?
AFB
I'll
in.
put AFB in.
Yeah.
And I'll
61,
take, no, hold on, I'll get rid of Britton. Get rid of Nickera.
Well, now you've taken it out as an immortal bet.
No.
You got to
Because
leave
you know
it.
Nickera
Yeah.
scores now.
No, it's not immortal if you have Nickera in there, I don't think.
60.
Oh, fuck it. All right. Suck my balls. Ronaldo, Shibasaki, Nickera, AFB for immortality for all the fucking marbles. 61. You guys should try this, guys. It's fucking, it's a lot of fun. Anyone else?
I'm just going to lean into the Sharkies here. Talakai playing left centre. I think there's a bit of value on him. I'm just going to hope that the Broncos take off that black jersey and they're actually not as good as they fucking think they are. $6.55 Sharks and Talakai. I don't mind the value there.
Roo, you seem to trust the Sharks and Knights a lot this year.
No, I don't trust the Broncos. Is
Yeah,
my
okay.
big thing. I think playing that game and having 2 weeks off, I think that could go against them.
Okay. fair
Roo's
enough.
got a lot of like Queenslander good. Knights are
Good footy
great.
side.
Yeah.
Good footy side there. Nah, Newcastle.
The Dolphins aren't from Queensland.
Hard working town, mate. It's hard working town.
They actually don't have a location attached to them, so
of
they're actually
course,
not
yeah.
from Queensland.
No, hard working town, mate.
No one works harder than
Nah,
that.
no one works harder than coal miners and that, mate. Nah, they'll fucking cover 10 points, mate. They are about that.
I love this. I fucking love this.
Roosters versus the Cowboys, Allianz. $1.44 for the Roosters, $2.80 the Cows, 7.5 the line, and 48.5 the total points.
It's going to be dry at Allianz for this game. Obviously, we got 50 points poured on us last week against the Finns, but I'm going to try and put some positivity here. The Roosters, they've lost 4 of their 5 home games this season. They've lost both home games to Queensland teams this season as well. The Cowboys, they've won 4 of their last 5 day games. They haven't lost to the Roosters since 2022, winning their last 2 matches against them. So I reckon the Cowboys get the job done here against the Roosters at 280. For try scorers, Angus Crichton back from Origin. He's only scored once this season. However, he has scored 4 tries in his last 5 games against the Cowboys. Left second rowers have a 62% strike rate against the Cowboys as well, scoring a try in 3 of the last 5 games. Tom Dearden, he scored in 3 of his last 5 games as well. Left halves are the second top try scoring position against the Roosters too, scoring 8 tries at a 54% strike rate. So either of those two should get you some good value.
Roo?
I did have Teddy tripled until the Knights Dolphins debacle, so I'm just going to stick with Teddy. He's at $2.05. I think the Roosters can give it to them here.
Yeah.
I think the Roosters can win as well, actually. Ed, what are you doing?
I think the Roosters will give it to them. I don't really like this bet, but it is what it is. I struggle to find value here without putting in blokes that haven't scored for 3 years. Mark on the Sting, 2+, unstoppable. Teddy, just cause. Roosters -7.5 because the Cowboys suck at 866. Like the Cowboys are awful. They're an awful side.
Pretty bad odds though for.
Those odds are disgusting.
I said that. Suck. They suck.
That might be
odds
the
are
worst
awful.
odds bet I've ever seen you do. And that's a respect. I'm saying that out of respect here because I'm not good.
Mate, I said at the start. I said shit.
You're better off fucking putting in someone who hasn't scored for 3 years with those odds. That's fucking
Why?
disgusting
They
because
haven't
that's
scored for 3
fucking
years.
rogue.
Yeah, but just because I sit here and I got 50 to 1.
Nah,
it doesn't
but
matter
that's
if you get
yuck,
50 to
dude.
1 if they haven't
No,
scored for
no,
10 years.
It's disgusting, mate. You know it is.
Out of respect
Alex
as well.
Twile, mate, he's due.
He probably is due.
Put Twiley in, mate.
Well, Twiley's not playing.
Boost the
mate.
odds, mate.
He's not playing.
Well, out of respect as well to Tom, I can't do it as well as him. I looked at this game and I just didn't like it for whatever reason. Origin out, who knows what's going on. And I tried to do, they just bundle up a bunch of random dudes. And
Well,
throw
what's it
them
called? Like the subprime mortgage?
Yeah, it's a synthetic. It's a CDF.
synthetic, yeah. Synthetic little mortgage thing here. And just throwing some guys, a Wong, a Purdue, a Teddy, 26, 61. I can't do it as good as him because if you're going to do a
I love
subprime
that
mortgage, then, you want to at least touch immortality, but fuck it, whatever. I'll just keep it.
Subprime.
Subprime. Dude.
subprime,
No, that's a
yeah.
great bet, dude. That's a great bet. I'm going Marky Mark, first, second, or third try scorer, and I'm taking Roosters at the line. You're getting 410.
Very measured from you, mate.
Well, I like Marky Mark, dude. I'm not always subprime. Sometimes I'm Optimus Prime. You know what I mean? This is just a different.
You haven't been Optimus Prime for years.
No, I don't know.
Not without the bloody
I don't know about
bit
that,
of that black magic.
Who's up next? Is that it?
That's it. Old mates, Mark, Bobby Toyer, Roosters -7.5, 550.
Beautiful. Let's move on. Last game of the round, Eels Titans at Combank, $2.15 for the Eels, $1.70 for the Titans. The line is 2.5 and the total is 49.5.
It's going to be dry at Combank for this game. It's actually going to be the third time the Eels will play without Moses and Dill Brown in the halves since 2019. It's the first time since 2023. In that case, Para had a mixed bag of results. They lost by 30 to the Warriors, but they beat Manly by 30 as well. So they're 1-1. They have lost 7 consecutive games played on a Sunday by 8 or more points. The Titans, they've won 2 of their last 3 meetings against the Eels and won 6 of their last 8 meetings as favourites. favourites, but they're out to do something they've never done before in their history, and that is win a game at CommBank, losing all 4 matches there at the venue. For try scorers, the Wingers have a great head-to-head record against each other. AKP has scored a double in each of his 3 games against the Eels. The Fox has scored 11 tries in his last 5 games against the Titans, and Lomax has scored in each of his last 3 games against the Titans. But if you're looking for a bit more value, Will Penasini, he's scored in each of his last 2 games against the Titans. The Titans' right edge have conceded 41% of their tries in the last 5 weeks, with a right centre scoring 5 tries in the last 4 games against them. He is $3.35.
I like the fucking Eels here. Now, I hate the Titans because they beat us last week, but I also, if you look, like, would you be shocked if the Titans go famous win into a bedshit loss? Like, that to me feels more like trend liney for something the Titans do. So when you see 215 for the Eels.
Without Moses.
Without Moses, he's fucking injured, isn't he?
Moses and Dill Brown out.
I'm going to walk all of that back and I'm going to send it over to me mate Guru down the end to see what he's doing.
Yeah, I think without
Fucking hell.
I think the Titans will smell some blood in the water here. Bit of a flat track. I think they'll score big here. So I've gone a bit Tom Birmingham here. AKP, Fermor, Jaden Campbell, Jojo Fafita, and then I've got Lomax for Parramatta scoring 69-24.
Nice. I've just taken all the wingers. This looks like an absolute shit show, this game. I wouldn't be surprised if they're just wingers are jamming and then the wingers are scoring 10-25 for all of them.
Jeez, I mean, you got Dean Hawkins back in there, you know.
Footy Dean.
Footy Dean's back in, is
Footy
he?
Dean's back in.
Some tries will be
You know
scored
Footy
down.
Dean, don't you?
Fucking we do.
I'm just got Brimo and Fermor for no reason. I can trust Brimo usually, and Fermor, I think he's, I wrangled him earlier about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Did you, mate?
And he's not a Stags or anything, but he's just a good guy to throw in there to juice up a 741 in kind of almost a nothing game. And the Titans, look, sometimes they just score 50 points. Sometimes they do. So hopefully those two are part of it.
I liked your Pansini there, Rando, even though the Eels have got no one. But, I mean, that Joash Papali'i can play football, and Footy Dean not to be overlooked. So I'm taking Pansini and I'm putting Brimo in as well. You're getting 759.
Footy
Double
Dean. Love me some Footy Dean.
Love me some Footy Dean. All right, let's get to our unit scoopers and our hot seats. Who's in the hot seat this week out of interest?
I think it's me.
Serbo.
Sweet.
So
well,
we're doing that, or we're doing
no, we're
unit
doing
scoopers?
unit scoopers
Yeah.
first. I am putting in my Cronulla Sharks bet, which is Shibby, Ronaldo, Nikra, AFB at 61-61.
I've got the Finns -10.5, Chooks -7.5, AJ and Huddy 16.60.
I've got Talakai, Jojo Fafita, and James Tedesco. Those three, $18.38.
I'm going real gross low odds here. A Bostock, a Marky Mark, a Mulatalo, a Carney P 989. This is a bit of a kind of take my pawn, Eddie. Fucking take it, Just,
Okay, I get it.
Just creep up there a little bit, I don't need to make back serious ground like some of the other guys on this panel. I just need to.
No, you don't.
I just need to make little bits.
Yeah.
Little bits. Building
Incremental.
blocks.
This is chess.
Yeah, exactly. It's chess.
You're that fucking guy. Who's the chess guy? Magnus Carlsen.
But Magnus lost recently at a tandy.
That's true. Well, maybe you're the Indian guy that beat him.
No, you've already said who
given it
he
to
was. Yeah. I'm the Indian guy.
No, you're the guy who had like a vibrator up his bum telling him what move to do.
Maybe.
Rue, have you gone?
Yeah.
Ed, you gone?
Yep.
Lippy.
Yeah, he's got Savage, Bostock, Coates, Karapani, Tupu, and Lomax, 25.52.
Cute. Lot needs to happen. Let's get to the hot seat and let's get the fuck out of here.
Where are we at with the hot seat? How many to go? Like, the hot seat's kind of...
Because we've all been away. Like,
What is
we
it? It's
haven't been
round
doing the hot
16.
No, it's hot. It's hot seat week 6.
So it's week 6, so there's 5 wins to win it.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6.
So it's you this
Me.
week. These are back
6
to me?
wins in a row.
Yeah.
Fuck me, dude. I'm always
6
in the
wins in a row.
All right.
Well, I can't win 6 wins in a row.
Yes, you can.
You could throw it.
I could throw it. That's the thing. I'm gonna. Here's my hot seat. What's the max odds again? It was like
minimum.
$8 or something. We had it around there. It was like when we could just.
I think we had a
squeeze
Morgan
eight-
Smithies rule of $8 or something.
Yeah, something like that. It was like no higher.
I
than
thought
it.
that was even too high, maybe.
I think it was less than that.
5?
Was it 5?
Let me just say 5.
$5.
Five's reasonable.
$5. Okay. I'm going to take a line, odds on screen, of Newcastle Knights to whatever. Like, it's probably going to have to be
Well, get the
minus.
fucking bet up, you
Here we go.
idiot.
We'll get it up. So the Knights against the Fish. We'll take a BYO line. Where are we? Alternate handicaps. What are we getting around $5? Newcastle Knights minus. No, that's plus. This pick your own line thing can be a bit hard.
Oh, well, except when I'm
Minus four,
fucking doing
minus
it.
4.5, 480. 480. That's not bad. Minus 4.5. Newcastle Knights 480. That's
Jeez, that's that.
Why would you? Yeah, sweet.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Oh,
There you go. Newcastle Knights minus 4.5.
I
There's
don't love that for you, sir.
I don't mind it. There's a hot seat right there.
there's my lock of the week. Absolute lock of the week.
It's been the inverse the last few weeks. The hot seat,
I just
the
wanna cause
curse
a bit
is
of chaos
dead.
here.
Beautiful. Sweet.
All right. We're done. Shout out to Neds. Much love to you. Appreciate you. Thanks to everyone here. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website